The reason why I'm dressed this way for this video is not because we are going to be getting into the bush. Of course, there are a lot of cool stuff here, but it's because I'm going to be telling you everything you will need from A, B, C, D to Z to get into the bush. First things first, and I know you already know this, is your camera body, your lens, and your flash, and then your diffuser. You are going to need these 4 things. I mean, it's just the bedrock of every photograph you are going to take. You are going to need a headlight because we are humans and humans can't see in the dark. So that is why I have this. Headlights are very important. It's your eye, seriously. The next big thing you are going to need is going to be rubber boots. I don't know, is it in frame? Yep. I felt a little bit awkward. You'll need rubber boots, seriously, because it's dark and see, it just got to like, yeah. It's dark and you can't see all these creepy crawlers and you don't want anything to get into your food or maybe just bite you, all of that. And then it also helps if you are stepping into swampy areas like this one here, or maybe just get into water. It means water can't like get to you. So that's another reason why I love having rubber boots. And if you're not so tall, it can get to maybe around here, knee level or close to, and that helps too. So you need rubber boots, but you just don't need rubber boots. You need socks. Oh boy, that's hard to remove. You need socks. For me, I kind of just like tuck my trouser in because that way it's like an extra layer of protection, because like an ant, especially soldier ants, there are plenty around here. It can't get into my rubber boots and then from under crawl into my skin. I don't know if that is rightly worded, but you get the point. So that's why I put the socks this way, and it's just an extra layer of protection. That's Dragonfly. In addition to the boots, the socks, you need gloves. Yeah, gloves, like seriously gloves. I'm supposed to have another one here, but I need this hand to operate the camera right now. And I mean, the contrast, it's nice. So you need gloves in addition to socks and rubber boots. And that's it for the attires you are going to need for your legs and extra protection. But if you want to go a little bit further, you are going to need this. Let me show you what this is. I use it to prevent mosquitoes from, oh boy. Now I'm looking like an assassin. I don't know if you can hear me clearly, but take a look at this. I wish I could record the video this way through. Yeah. Who's there now? It's no longer ABCD David. This is a different person. Yeah, so I use this because it doesn't let mosquitoes bite me. I mean, this is the only area and they're not going to come around here. I mean, I can't blink. So yeah, I love this so much. And that is why I have this, even though it's hard to talk with it on. So I'll just have it back out again. Yeah. Whew. I'm glad I did not choke. So yeah, that's why I have that. If you don't want to have these, you could have a mosquito repellent or maybe just bug repellent. I don't know how that works. I mean, you're looking for bugs, so you don't want to like be pursuing them from you. So I've never actually used one, but there was one time I had this shoot that there were lots of mosquitoes, they were everywhere, and that's what made me buy this. That night, I wondered and thought of getting a mosquito repellent because there were just like thousands of them all at once. So maybe in those cases, you need mosquito repellent or bug repellent. You decide. Moving on, I want you to observe one thing. I'm dressed in a very thick attire. It's a jean jacket and it gets to my, I don't know, is this wrist? Yeah, it is. I wanted to say elbow, but I'm like, no, it's not elbow. It gets to my wrist. It just like covers every part of me. And yeah, there's also this black tee. I don't know why I like dressing on blacks, especially. Is it honor in blacks? Especially when I'm out in the bush, because I mean, I just blend into the darkness. I don't think that came out the way I meant it to, but you get the point, right? Yeah, so, and then trousers, like anything long that every part of me is just covered. If I'm just like casually taking photographs and not going to be strolling far in, I could just wear shorts a short sleeve, but I've never actually gone to the bush wearing a short. Like, I mean, this other part, not the top part. So it always helps because the leaves, you don't want them all over your body, and sometimes it could be itchy. Yeah, that's the right word. And for the lower part, you don't want it to kind of like affect your knees when you like get too low to get a stack or something that is on the ground. So you just need longs, both on top and down below, and that's what works for me. And yeah, I move on to the next one. If you're shooting somewhere that isn't safe, for example, if you're shooting in Nigeria, which of course you're not shooting in Nigeria, but yeah, I'm using it as an example, and deservedly so. Yeah, because I've been attacked by humans and I've never been attacked by an animal. So yeah, it's crazy. So if you're shooting somewhere that isn't safe or you're not sure of your security and fuck, I'm not in focus, I'll have to try and bring it back in. This is one of the struggles I face while shooting outside. Just focus on me, man. I know it's getting dark. Actually, it's not that dark, but it's dark, but I increase the shutter speed to make it feel a little bit dark. If you're shooting somewhere that isn't safe, you need a self-defense weapon. Honestly. And sometimes it doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be something very implicating. It could just be a simple, little, tiny thing. Like, let's say what I have here. Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? What do I have here? Well, I'm finding lots of things already. Can you guess what I have here? Just try. Like a screwdriver. I don't know how it works. I've never actually used it, but I know this thing can do some real damage if I have to use it. Yeah. So you need something to just in case. I mean, you don't want to be with nothing. Even if it's little, tiny, it could be something. And I'm not like promoting harm or any of those, stuff, but self-defense, especially in places like this, is very important if you want to do night macro photography well. And as someone who has been attacked a couple of times, man, trust me, you need this. At least it can buy you time till maybe security people come, or time for you to just run, or maybe them not getting close to you. So yeah, very important. But then another self-defense, I don't know if I should call it mechanism, thing you can do is have a buddy with you. Well, unfortunately, I don't have someone with me, and sometimes I feel it's kind of risky bringing someone else with me because they'll not know how to navigate the bush as much as I do. And it may not be something that I'm passionate about, so I don't want to like waste their time and energy on, well, long story. This is pretty much everything I carry for my night macro outings, but then let me just check my bag. A lot of times I don't take my bag with me, but I'm just going to check my bag and I'll give you the little extras that you need to know in case you want to get out for night macro photography. I hope I won't be out of focus when I get up from here. Oh, and I'm not in focus. So I'm opening my bag right now. I'm just checking. Oh, I have extra lenses. Actually, that's not my main macro lens there, so I have this one here. And a lot of times I'm using that one to shoot or just have anything else in case it gets fogged up. Speaking of lens fog, you could need an anti-lens fog for that, but I've never used it. I've seen some online, but every time I say I'm going to buy it, I end up not buying it. So if you can, I mean, you should buy it because it gets foggy sometimes. Or should I say the lenses will get fogged up. And then I have batteries here. So I use this with my focus light, and it's a tiny light that's attached to my flash so that before the flash fires, I can get to see the subject I'm photographing. And not every flash needs that, by the way, so I didn't include that. And then I have this box of Redox with extra battery, extra SD cards, and lens cleaning cloth. I mean, those are things that you need and you won't need. It just depends on how long you want to shoot and just the situations that will happen. But sometimes I feel having them is just the best. But you shouldn't like overload yourself on your night outings. This video is getting pretty dark. And yeah, that's pretty much everything here. So you could get a raincoat or maybe an umbrella or just a backpack rain cover in case it rains or if you're out somewhere that, it's raining. And by the way, that's another advantage of having an OMC step camera because it's weather sealed. So yeah, it's getting pretty dark, and I don't know if for the aesthetic of this video I should just let it be there because yeah, this is about night macro, or if I should just, you know, make it brighter. I guess I'll keep it at dark. So guys, night macro photography is not as complicated as you think it is. It's just very simple and straightforward. It's not very different from day macro photography. You only need a couple of extra things like the light, which will enable you to see the dark, and the boots, which even by day I think you need it, but then at night it's kind of like more essential because you really may not see what you're stepping on, and there's likely going to be more to step on at night. So those are part of the things that just make up the entire mentality or mindset you need for night macro photography. And night photography needs a strong kind of mindset, to be honest. It's not like daytime where, you know, there are people around and maybe you could just scream and they come save you. It's different at night, but somehow at night you'll kind of love it because I just hope I'm in focus. Nobody's going to see you, nobody's going to judge you if that's something that happens to you by day. So that's something I also love about night macro photography, plus the frogs and all that cool stuff, you know. Things I don't see by daytime, like spiders eating other stuff. But I have to let you know, it's just good to balance it up because for me, I did night macro photography to a point that I was bad at day macro photography. Whenever I tried day macro photography, I began to suck. But that was something I started with, and by then I was good at it till I got into night macro photography. Now I'm learning how to like combine it. And I also have to say that the things you find by day and the things you find at night, sometimes they differ. You may not be able to find flying bugs at night. So if you're into those kind of things or just very bright, lovely things, you may not really see them at night. Wow. I think that's an interesting video. I don't know how I'm able to just fake it being dark, and it's focus hunting over here. So if I'm not in focus for a great part of this video, my apologies. And that's it for this video. Let me know what you think of night macro photography, and one thing you can't do without if you're going for a night macro wildlife photography adventure. My name remains David Joseph at ABCD David. Don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe donate a coffee to support the channel. And oh, maybe let me just add this. If you're going for a night macro photography outing, don't forget to carry your phone with you because it's very important to just update anyone of what is going on in case of any emergency. Thank you. Bye.